Time now for an in-depth look at the market news, and for that I'm joined on the line by Dr. Soo-young, Professor of Economics at Chung-Ang University. Professor Song, thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, my pleasure to join you. Yeah.
So despite the coronavirus issue, stocks on Wall Street surged on Tuesday. Korean stocks were on course for a decent gain today too. How much has the coronavirus shock worn off?
Actually, the effect of the coronavirus is very limited, and the recent development of the very crucial news today I have just observed is that the Korean has identified the novel coronavirus and separate them and cultivate them, and then that could open the way to find and to test to lead to the vaccine. So to that regard, already the capital markets investors were aware of this coronavirus has the effect is limited, and then it is not the sell-off of the impact on the world economy is less than expected.
Right. Well, in other news, we have President Trump's economic advisor, Larry Kudlow, saying that the coronavirus is going to delay the export boom that people expected to come from this Phase 1 trade deal with China. What do you make of the situation as it affects that trade deal?
As far as Kudlow is concerned, I just seen his statement that its effect on the trade and economy is just 20 basis points, which is equivalent to 0.2%. So therefore, the effect is not very small. And then the other Leipziger and the other some U.S. representatives who are engaged in the trade dispute with and negotiation with China, they have made a statement that maybe the purchase of the U.S. agricultural products and goods by China would be a little bit slowed, but they have said that there is no request from China at all. So therefore, now I think the world economy is escaping from the effect, begin to escape from the effect of the coronavirus. And the life cycle of coronavirus has reached the peak. And yeah, I hope. And actually, according to the WHO report, still we could say that it will not be, the current situation has been reached to the pandemic at all. Only it could be stopped, and local epidemic in mainland in China.
Well, we see that Korean car makers, for example, are facing a crisis because they can't get certain parts that they need. In fact, they've actually had to stop production. I mean, we see reports that a huge part of the Chinese economy has essentially shut down. So how true is that? And what's the potential damage here for Korean firms?
Yeah, that is actually just a time delay of the production, and its effect must be very limited. Particularly, the Hyundai Motor Company had stopped producing, but currently the consumption and demand for the automobile has been declining. So I think they make use of this opportunity to spend more time on the development of electric cars and others. Particularly semiconductors, and who have in the production in China is totally stopped, but it will be temporary stop. So as long as the effect of coronavirus has peaked, and then in the second or third week of February, then it's declining, and then we expect some resumption of the demand, and the world economy will be on the recovery track. So the effect is quite temporary right now. So I think that is already somewhat reflected in the response in the capital markets around the world, not only in China, but also in U.S. market and the European markets. in the Korean market also.
Indeed. Well, hopefully the outbreak itself is short-lived as well. All right, Professor Song, we'll have to leave it there for today. Thanks so much for coming on and sharing with us.
Yeah, thank you.